hi, I'm a lesbian, or at least I think I'm a lesbian. Yes, but I'm the biggest, let's be real. This is just to prove. Wipe your face. Come on here and have a good time. Oh yeah. Oh, they saw my tum-tum! The moon landing didn't happen. Oh, sorry, I farted. See, I can run, folks.
Hey girls, how you doing? We have a Let's Talk and a weigh-in. Honestly, the Let's Talks are so boring. She should cancel it already.
Hey guys, welcome to another weigh-in video. How has your BE improved? But genuinely, all the credit goes to the 9 months of therapy I did with a psychologist when I was gonna get weight loss surgery. That's the psychologist that diagnosed me with BPD. Now I'm aware, and that's like the first thing that you need to do when you're a borderline, is you need to have that awareness, because without the awareness, you're like, what's the problem? There's nothing wrong with me. Yes, I still overeat. Yes, I still have issues, but the BE, like, I don't do that. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means. What I am saying is, those 9 months drastically helped me.
I just don't understand this rebrand. You are still struggling and giving weight, so where is the progress? You just changed the name of your issue from BE to some other bullshit.
Do you ever do the lymphatic massages for your illnesses? So by illnesses, I'm pretty sure they mean my lipedema and lymphedema. And I do, but it is hard to do on your own self. So I do the best I can, but it's not something that I do like religiously, because like I said, it is very hard to do like by myself.
What you do religiously is complain about it and blame the weight gain on it. She can go to professionals to get it, and it makes it better, but of course, she will never care enough to do that.
Does your mom grocery shop with you? Sometimes. I would say 9 times out of 10 she does, but we both have our own cart. She goes her own way, I go my own way. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because she gets what she needs, I get what I need, and then we usually meet each other out at the car when we're done. Did you order 5 cookies from Cracker Barrel? So Cookie Gate was happening in my live stream, which I literally just ended my live stream. So that just ended, and now we're here. But I guess it turns out that people saw somewhere that the only way you can order chocolate chip cookies is if you order 5 or 10 at a time, which before I even found that out, I was trying to explain that the only reason why I had a chocolate chip cookie was because I was trying to get these like beignets. They just looked and sounded so good at the time. But when I went to order it, and then the DoorDasher went to go get it, turns out they didn't have those. And I was like, okay. So I messaged back and I was like, do they have chocolate chip cookies? I'll take one of those. And then they just gave me a chocolate chip cookie. So no, I didn't have 5 or 9 or 12 chocolate chip cookies. I just had 1.
I know people want entertainment, and I don't blame them. One thing we all know for a fact is that our girl is big, and that is not a rumor.
I was fixing to get approved for a GLP-1, which has been very easy for me in the past. But this company asked about my gallbladder. I told them I had gallstones over a decade ago, and they denied me. And I almost gave up, but instead I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be an advocate for myself. I genuinely believe the possible reoccurrence of a gallstone is less severe than me staying the size. They did not respond to me, so I'm over it.
So we went from Amber Lynn acting like she knows about nutrition and diets to her making hardcore medical conclusions and thinking she knows more than the professionals. That's crazy behavior.
My first goal is that I want to talk to my doctor and make an appointment and talk about GLP-1s and see what he thinks. I'm willing to closely monitor my gallbladder if that like will make him feel more safe about putting me on a GLP-1. Number 2, I want to just work on my relationship with food, period. Number 3, stop the daily weigh-ins and just weigh myself once a week. So I decided in the middle of last week that I will no longer be doing daily weigh-ins because they were messing with my head. I also decided that I will no longer be counting calories. I will strictly be focusing on weighing myself once a week while working on my relationship with food. Instead of treating food like it's the problem, the reality is that I'm the problem. To take all the tools that I've ever learned from having a dietitian and outpatient and taking those tools and realizing that food is fuel. You have to eat to live, not live to eat. Last week I was 514.2 and this week I was 516.2.
So she's no longer counting calories and eating whatever she wants, and she has gained weight, which of course she is okay with because she is not perfect.
Hello, welcome to another Let's Talk video. I see you still blame Beck. So I was simply just responding to a rumor where people are like, Beck urged you to go to the doctor about your bleeding. I was responding to that with, that's not true. Wasn't blaming, just clarifying.
You said that you begged them to take you, making it seem like it was Beck's fault. I don't know why you act so dense.
Beck is not even on the internet at the moment, and all you do is talk about your exes. Do you not have anything more interesting to talk about? For one, I don't care if they're on the internet or not. They poked, I'm responding. They have a whole channel talking about me, responding to questions about me, watching their responding reaction channels about me. Like, it's just about me, about me, about me. I have hundreds of things that I talk about. Exes are included. They opened the floodgates and pretty much said sink or swim, and I chose to swim. Everyone talks about my exes, and if anyone has the right to, it would be me. They laid next to me in bed, not you.
I think she can talk about them as much as she wants. It's just stupid when she said she will never mention them again, and she does. This should have been her attitude to begin with.
A lot of people think that I can't afford my medication. I can. I think 34 is an acceptable age to be behaving the way you do. Yeah. Why was Beck's health your responsibility, but your health wasn't theirs? Let the hate commence for having a differing opinion. Oof.
Nobody said that Beck's health was her responsibility. People said that it was irresponsible to drag Beck out and make them drive her around when Beck was a zombie.
So my first question, back in like December, I remember you did like an interview for like an article, and it was supposed to come out in December or something, but you did like an interview for an article that kind of just like disappeared.
I think people found out like who the interviewer was, and I'm afraid that maybe they were harassed or something, because that's always what happens. Like something good happens to me, or even just like mediocre, the haters know how to ruin it.
If she was a writer for a website, I am sure they want the traffic and will not cancel an article because your mean haters messaged them lol. It was probably cancelled because it was a shitty generic topic to begin with.
I was just wondering how you deal with maybe moments that you're embarrassed of that you filmed and posted on the internet, or the one particular clip that's in my mind is the beanbag in a hurry comment that guy had made that one.
And that whole beanbag in a hurry situation type deal, I still to this day do not think that guy was talking about me. I could be wrong. I don't know. But they all were like in a deep conversation. So I think it might be just one of them situations where it just sounded good at the time. I genuinely don't think that someone would just be like, yeah, damn, look at that beanbag in a hurry. That like genuinely also just doesn't make any sense. But I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, it's literally just a classic example of fat phobia and fat shaming and being made fun of for your body for no reason. And the fact that the internet has like literally glamorized that clip just proves, like I've always said, that I am entirely fat shamed way too much online. And people have somehow made it okay.
It is not for no reason, lol. You were rushing into a Chinese buffet, crashing into people, someone calling you a beanbag in a hurry is funny as fuck.
What about your journey do you think people misunderstood? And how could you correct that?
Everything and nothing. Like, that is my genuine response. I have been misunderstood regarding everything. And I feel like it's done on purpose almost. And there is genuinely nothing I can do about it.
Nope. I think we all have a pretty good idea of the kind of person you are. And yes, it is true that nothing she says will make anything different.
Where to find out that Rarity has been found and adopted by someone else and is happy, is okay, she's safe. Would you travel all the way back to Wisconsin to get her, or would you just let her live with her new family?
Some of these questions are so stupid, like who would say yes to that?
No, she would not get to stay with that family. Rarity is my child, my heart, and it's like, I know she misses me as much as I miss her, and I think about her and miss her every single day. Me and Tommy have spoken about this when it first happened and I came back home, that no matter what happened with me and Tommy, she would never give up looking for Rarity, and neither will I. And that is how I feel. Like in my heart, they're just everything to me. Like genuinely every day, they are what keeps me going. They have been my constant for almost a decade. All three of them. And a lot of people constantly were like, why would you take your pets to Wisconsin? It's because I knew I was going to be there for a pretty good length of time, and I wouldn't just leave my children without me.
You have proven time and time again that you are an irresponsible pet owner. So you can say how much they mean to you as much as you want, but you are not a good caregiver to any of them. You relocated both of your cats just to move in with Beck. You dragged those poor babies to meet Tommy the feeder. Also, don't forget what Destiny said about the state of their litter boxes and them peeing all over your house.
Amberlynn is doctor shopping. No, that's not true. So I saw people thinking that was doctor shopping because the telehealth random company that I was trying to get a GLP-1 through denied me because of my past issues with my gallbladder. I should have just saw my primary doctor to begin with. I've always got the compounded stuff. You get it through these little like telehealth companies, and you get it through med spas, which is what I did. But I was going for the real stuff. The Zepbound, the FDA approved stuff.
Okay, Walter Weiland, acting like she was taking some crazy thing in the black market, lol.
And my brain, like for some reason, was wired to thinking I had to go through these like telehealth places. And it's like, my brain didn't even tell me, Amberlynn, just see your primary care doctor. And if I was doctor shopping or just trying to get this medicine easily, if I was trying to just take a shortcut, etc., I would just go back to the med spa. I would just go back to those telehealth companies that approved me like this and just wanted my money. But I want to do it the right way.
The right way? She is ridiculous. And I would love to see what she does if her doctor told her no. My guess is that she will not tell us, probably because she has made her mind up about taking this stuff, and a mere doctor will not stop her doing that.
Amberlynn doesn't need protein because she doesn't do anything. Protein is for humans. It's for mammals. Everyone literally needs protein. I'm not like some random species that doesn't need protein. And when you're losing weight, you sadly do lose muscle. So to help with that, eat that protein, drink that protein. It is very important.
Yes, she is right, but it is ridiculous. When you have a 500-pound Amberlynn eating protein bars and worrying about her protein intake when she has 100 more problems to worry about. And we all know you are not worried about your protein intake. So eating a protein bar is used as a snack. So stop acting like we are stupid.
Have you ever made a sex tape, like with someone else? No. If you were broke, would you keep a lost wallet full of cash even if the owner's ID is inside? Absolutely not. I've actually found a wallet before. And obviously when you find a wallet, you look inside to look for the ID. And when I saw the ID, I saw that there was cash in there. Didn't take a penny. And that was during my broke era. Have you ever injured yourself during sex? Yeah, I've like had like a pulled cramp and, you know, some other personal things.
Go back.